Hi everyone, this is Amy from Rise again, and I'm here today with Kimberly Vaughn, a 2017 Rise Award recipient. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us, what did it mean to you back in 2017 when you got the award?
It meant a lot. I think anytime that you are recognized within the industry for, doing a good job, performing well is really important. Another thing that made it really meaningful is the fact that I was actually nominated by somebody who reported to me at the time. So, not only did that person, I assume, think I was doing really good work, but I also hoped that I was being a good leader, right? And that they felt strongly enough about that to nominate me for the program.
That's really amazing, actually. And where were you working at the time?
I was working at Amerisure. I still am working at Amerisure Mutual Insurance Company.
And so what were you doing back then? What are you doing now?
Sure. So at the time, I was Assistant Vice President of Workers' Compensation. So I was the line of business leader for work comp within the claims department, and basically led a team of individuals who get involved with, catastrophic claims, complex claims, claims that maybe have some, out of the ordinary legal issues, things of that nature. And loved working on that team. It was a great team, but love working on my new team now. And now I serve as the Assistant Vice President for claims for Amerisure's North region, which encompasses our Michigan office, our Indianapolis office, Minneapolis, and Chicago. And instead of just now working on the comp line of business, I work on comp, auto, commercial auto, and general liability.
That's awesome. Broadening the horizons and great. So tell us, it seems like you've done really well with your career. Maybe you could share what some of the best career advice that you've ever received.
Sure. I think particularly talking to an audience of, younger professionals, one of the things that I think is a recurring theme is you kind of have this, all the imposter syndrome feelings, right? You keep thinking someday someone's going to show up at your office with a box and be like, you know what, we're sorry. We thought you were right, but you actually don't know what you're doing, and we're going to have you go. And of course, that's not true, right? And the longer I work in my career, the more I see that, most people, even at the highest levels of organizations, don't have it all figured out. They don't have all the answers. And so I guess the advice that I've really been given is, kind of give yourself a little bit of a break. Realize that, as long as you're using the tools at your fingertips, you're, pulling in the right people to make the right decisions, you don't have anything to feel bad about that you feel like maybe you don't, have all the answers or have it under control.
That's good advice. I think a lot of us struggle with that or have had those thoughts before. So that's excellent advice. So tell us too, now that you're a part of the Rise community, what do you like best about Rise?
I think the thing about Rise, besides obviously the great people that are involved, is really the mission, right? And that is that we have a talent gap. I think that gap is only going to get larger, at least for the foreseeable future. I know in staffing some or attempting to staff some positions at our company recently, we've had in some cases a difficult time identifying the right talent because so many folks are getting to the point in their career where they either want to retire or they want to take a little bit of a step back because they want to ease into retirement. And so I love the fact that this organization really focuses on getting people ready to take on those roles as they become available, because not filling them is not an option, right? We have to have people in those jobs.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us, why do you think that someone should nominate a young professional for this year's Rise Awards?
Well, I think it's really about recognition. We know study upon study shows that ultimately money is a poor motivator. It's not to say money is not important, but one of the things that really drives human behavior is feeling appreciated, being able to be recognized for what you bring to the table, for your talents. And so I think that if you have a young insurance professional in your world, in your life, and they're doing great work and they're talented and you think that they have a really bright future, I think nominating them for the RISE program is a really nice thing, and I think they will remember that recognition for a very long time.
Absolutely. And thank you so much. And for anyone watching, you go to riseprofessionals.com and click on the 2020 RISE Award nominations. You can nominate a young professional on there. If you're not already a RISE member, you can join for free. You can sign up for some of our upcoming webinars. Thanks again, Kimberly, and I hope you all go on and nominate someone for this year's award.